Hey guys, John Paulamy here, Prudent Squirrel. Just wanted to talk a little something about 401ks and why people don't take advantage of those. Uh, Earlier in my career, I was a manager of a power plant, and the HR department called me one day and was curious to know why half the employees that were working there did not participate in the 401k plan. Obviously, I have no idea. I don't really care what people do in their personal lives or, at that time. And I was like, I have no idea. And they said, well, we want you to get everybody together and have a discussion about the company's 401k plan and encourage people to take advantage of it. So I actually put a presentation together and talked about the advantages and discussed with the employees, without getting into who was participating and who wasn't, about the long-term benefits of doing that, and the fact that the company did not offer a pension plan, and that this was an opportunity for them to plan for their own retirement, and the company would help them by contributing up to, I think it was 100% of up to 5%. So I gave the presentation, didn't think much more of it. And 6 months later, HR called me again and said the same amount of people still weren't participating in the 401k plan. So I think this kind of goes back to what I've talked about before about financial illiteracy. Most of those people that were working there were technicians. They made $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and yet they, obviously because of their time preference or their values or whatever, they just didn't think it was valuable to contribute 3 to 4 to 5% of their income to the 401k, where the company would do a 100% match. Now let's talk about that. You know, it's very difficult to get really great returns in the markets nowadays, and a lot of pension funds like CalPERS and some of these pension funds, they're having a hard time getting the necessary returns so that they can pay the pensions to the pension holders, pensioners. So they're having a hard time getting 7-8%. So here you have a situation where you can put 3, 4, 5% of your before tax income into the 401k, and the company does a 100% match right off the bat. So you're realistically, you're getting a 100% return on your money the day that you put it in. And yet people don't do this. And this is tragic, because the way that this, the United States is going, there's going to be more and more strains on the Social Security system, the pension systems. We're seeing it in the news every day. You cannot afford not to be taking advantage of this. If you work for a company that offers a 401k plan and they will match up to 3, 4, 5, whatever, 100% match of your money, even 50% match of your money, this is an automatic, 100% return on your money immediately. And even if you're not financially literate and know what to put your 401k money into, just go in and see if it's offered a short-term bond fund or even a money market fund, and just put your money in that. Something at 2 years of duration or less. And most of these have that option of just putting it into, like I said, a money market fund, which is like a passbook savings. They're buying treasury bills or something like that. So until you get yourself financially literate, you shouldn't be foregoing this opportunity. And it goes back to my discussion in the introduction of the Prudent Squirrel Facebook page, is that people just are not educated on these things. They're financially illiterate. And if you're in your early 20s and you have the opportunity to do this, you're fortunate enough to work for a company that has a 401k plan, and you're not taking advantage of it, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. And you really need to consider thinking about that. I'll have more to say about this, and I'll be putting some more information out about this. But if you are not participating in your company's 401k plan and it's offered to you, that's not smart. Let me just say that. I don't want to insult anybody, but it's stupid. And I use stupid as not a pejorative, but as a descriptor. It's, not being able to take current decisions and extrapolate the consequences out in the future. So you are responsible for yourself. No one cares about you. Maybe your mother does. In a lot of cases, that's not even the case. You are on your own in this world. So you have to take responsibility, and you have to step up. No one's going to do it for you. So I encourage you, if you're not doing that, to contact your HR department and find out your program, how it works, and get signed up. you know, 3 or 4% or 5% of your income off the top isn't going to kill you. And if you can't live because of that amount of money being taken out of your paycheck, then you got bigger problems. And we can talk about that in future videos. All right, guys, that's it for this for today. Thanks a lot.